Some days you wake up and you just need French toast, and who are you to deny yourself of that French toast? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Harleigh and I've been in a bit of a funk. My energy has just been all the way off. I've been having some trouble sleeping, some anxiety stuff, all kind of stuff. But I just thought this week I would do a little bit of a what I eat in a day, but focusing on like good mood food. These aren't all going to be like proper recipes and everything, but I obviously am going to show you guys what I'm doing, and I will talk about stuff here and there. But French toast is super simple, so I thought I would just start with this. Good mood food looks different for everyone, and yes, I'm having French toast, but needless to say, getting your fruits and veggies and being a bit healthy is also something that puts me in a good mood. So to accompany my butter-soaked French toast, I am gonna have this smoothie. For some bonus fruit vibes, I just like bruise, if that's the word, some fresh blueberries in the hot pan after I do the French toast and just top it with those. Despite the fact you just saw the smoothie blending pink, after a little while it settled to this green color, which is absolutely fine by me. I do eat blueberries and raspberries like all the time anyway, but I did have blueberries quite deliberately today because I was listening to a podcast about burnout and anxiety, and he mentioned that blueberries are really good for brain health. If you're new here and haven't seen my New Year's goals resolutions, one of them was to eat more mushrooms. So I actually picked up a new mushroom this week and this fancy pasta. I'm a big fan of this, and I would definitely say that good mood food, like 101, is to buy yourself some bougie stuff. Like, this is Tesco finest. I mean, how bougie can it be for Tesco? But you know, it just gives you bougie vibes. Like, I'm really missing restaurants, like restaurant food, restaurant vibes, restaurant everything. So I'm gonna add a little bit bougie where I want to and where I can. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your pasta water's not salty enough. Salt that pasta water heavily. More. No, more. And don't drain it away. I'm going to use it in a minute, but just cook your pasta as instructed, maybe 1 minute less actually. But into the pan, I've just got onions, garlic, the mushrooms sliced, added some fresh thyme, which I actually keep in the freezer, and a bunch of sesame seeds. That's all just kind of softening in some olive oil. I also added some soy sauce, which I didn't include, hence why the water now, as you add it, is kind of a bit browner than it was before. So a little bit of soy in there as well. I haven't drained the pasta, and I'm actually just scooping it out of the water here. Because you've got those really nice curly shapes of pasta, they actually hold some of the water. So add some, but then also like your pasta doesn't need to be drained dry. You also don't need to oil your pasta in the water or afterwards. This is absolutely fine, and just finish cooking it in whatever sauce you've made. I wasn't really sure if the mushrooms tasted any different in this quest of different mushrooms, so tried a bit more mushroom just on its own, and can confirm they definitely tasted different and they were real good. My favorite part of good mood food is getting more, so don't be afraid to go back for seconds. In fact, go back for seconds, because look at the joy seconds brings me. Ongoing throughout this day and actually into the next day, I was making some focaccia bread. I'm not going to go full instructional on this because I do actually have another video on my channel, patch to plate pumpkin soup and focaccia bread recipe. But yeah, I just used a poolish method. So I started this the day before and added all my ingredients, beat my dough, and left that to rise for a number of hours, folding into the olive oil periodically. Another good mood food basic is to treat yourself. Look through your favorite recipe book and pick one that really just screams you. And when you're making it, just like with the pasta, use your best stuff. Like, use your best bowl. I never use this bowl. Why don't I ever use this bowl? Because it's so beautiful and the joy that it will bring me. I'm gonna use it. Use your hands. This recipe just asks you to rub the lemon zest into the sugar until it basically creates a lemon zesty sugar, and it was so therapeutic to do. So often when I'm baking, because I do it as a business, I have to make things like in batch and bulk, use my KitchenAid mixer all the time, use other mixers, you know, just do things really without thinking. And it was just really nice to be able to like use my hands and take time to smooth this out super evenly without any drips on the sides, which are like so common when I'm rushing to make 5 different cakes at one time. This cake asked me to put these like thin slices of lemon on the top, which I did. However, the lemons just sunk to the bottom of the cake. They were gone. Don't let that ruin your cake. Like, this was an absolute delicious cake. It absolutely made my tea break. This was good mood food, despite the fact that the decorative element was gone. Let's talk tea and drinks for a little bit. I have been absolutely loving these two. This turmeric matcha latte. I have been drinking this for a while. It's from Spice Mountain, which if you're a Londoner, you'll know they have a stall in Borough Market. It's just turmeric, ginger, vanilla, cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper, basically ground in a mix together. And the matcha one is super, super similar. Neither of them contain any milk powders. The matcha is matcha, obviously, coconut sugar, ginger, vanilla, and cinnamon again. So you do just need to add water or your milk of choice. I like to add a little bit of honey to the matcha. This is my first kind of matcha experience. I've drunk it before, but I'm trying to really introduce it at home, especially in the mornings, as a replacement for the stronger caffeinated stuff. I know I said I wasn't doing a focaccia recipe in this video, but I just really needed to share this bit with you because those bubbles look amazing. They made me feel so satisfied and like I was winning at this, and you have to hear this sound. So sorry, I just really need you to hear that. This focaccia is probably one of the best I've made. Maybe because I was actually concentrating, maybe because I was putting in good mood vibes into my good mood food, but this was honestly one of the best I've made. I just topped it with red onion, fresh garlic and fresh rosemary before putting it in the oven. Loads of olive oil, of course. I could not resist, even though this was for my dinner, just enjoying some while it was still warm with balsamic. And yeah, that'll teach me. And my final piece of good mood food advice is convenience. It's not always about having cooked that thing fresh on the spot. Go and defrost that comfort lasagna that you've got in the freezer that, let's face it, you put there for a day just like today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are in a bit of a funk like me, I hope you too can good mood food your way out of it. I will see you guys face and all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.